Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's my first time on camera, so I'm feeling a little nervous. Please bear with me over the occasional stumble or gaffe. I want to start making these YouTube videos with my face on them to create a sense of familiarity and come a little bit closer to my audience and viewers in the hopes that I can continue to grow my YouTube channel. A little about me, I'm definitely a progressive, but I think Democrats also suck. Republicans suck, Democrats suck. They've both sold out to big corporations. Democrats like incremental change, and that's why they lost to the biggest liar and fraud that American politics has ever seen. If Democrats actually started to help people and do things that people wanted to make their lives better, Democrats would win every single election. Why is that? Because Republicans suck. They don't want to help you, and they don't help you. People choose and vote Republican because Democrats are also bad, and they just want to try something new and hope that it will work. They also a lot of times fall for the rhetoric. Trump is very good at the rhetoric, and he's very amazing. He's a great salesman. He's good at selling his pitch, making people believe him. Even though he's a complete liar, I can definitely see why people would want to vote for him and believe in him. I expect that Trump will do a lot of things in his 4 years for the billionaires and for corporations. I'm going to be here every step of the way. I'm going to report on it. I'm going to make videos. I'm going to comment on videos. I'll also be throwing punches at Democrats. So if that's not for you, if that's not something you want to see, my channel won't be for you. But hopefully that's okay. I think it's good to criticize both sides. I'm actually here to comment on a Dave Ruben and Jordan Peterson interview. I believe Jordan Peterson had Dave Ruben on his podcast a couple days ago. Let's watch some highlights. I'll pop up on the screen to talk about it from time to time. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, comment, even become a channel member if you want to see more. And once again, I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. Hope you're all having a great day. I'll see you soon.
I had done Alex Jones' show one time. It's the only time we ever spoke publicly. I remember I said a little something on Twitter, but I was just like, I don't know how close I want to get to this thing. It's all crazy. You know, we all have certain pressure points that we deal with and how much heat you want to take and everything else. I think in retrospect, we all should have been screaming much, much louder. And a lot of people in our circles didn't say a word about that when he got booted off Twitter and kicked off YouTube and all of those things. That we all just thought, it'll kind of never come for us. And to Trump's credit, by the way, what was his main line is, they're not coming for me. They're coming for you. I'm just standing in the way.
Yeah. Well, the fact that he got kicked off Twitter was a perfect example of that. That was just beyond comprehension as far as I was concerned.
Well,
what? Really? Really?
You know.
So right off the bat, they start saying some crazy shit about Alex Jones. He did deserve to be banned, mostly because of the Sandy Hook shooting victims, where he said it was synthetic, made up, quote, completely fake. I could not imagine being a parent of a child who was murdered in school and then receiving phone calls or text messages or messages over social media saying, why are you faking this? Why are you being an actor? This didn't happen. Alex Jones told me this. Alex Jones told me that. Alex Jones has a huge platform, and you can't just go around and make up complete lies like that. I mean, apparently you can, but finally Alex Jones, got caught for it and got in trouble for it. Another thing he said was the call to arms against Antifa, where he said, raise your battle rifles, get ready for war against Antifa. Now, for me personally, I really liked Alex Jones when I was growing up because he said some really interesting things. He went into the Bohemian Grove, where the Bilderberg group and all these groups would get together and do these meetings, and he snuck in there at night with a camera. I thought that stuff was very interesting. But in 2008, when I voted for Obama for the first time, he was saying some absolutely crazy shit. He said things like Obama has these underground railroad tracks that have, we found that they have, handcuffs on them, and they're going to be taking people away in these huge underground railroad systems throughout America. And Obama was going to do this, and Obama was going to do that, and the world was ending, and America was going to be enslaved. None of that happened. He's just a complete conspiracy theorist, money hungry, selling his supplements, wanting money. I mean, it's just completely crazy. He really fell off. In the beginning, I thought it was kind of cool. When I was a younger kid, I thought it was kind of cool. Now, Trump, on the other hand, he did get banned from Twitter. I can see why they did it. It's their company. They can do it if they want to. But really, I think he probably should have been left on there. And the reason is because he was a president. He had a big voice. I want to know what he's saying. I want to know what he's thinking. I would rather him be up in the middle of the night spilling his guts, writing some dumb shit on Twitter than not writing at all and not knowing what's going on. Also, Twitter had become like the town square, so everybody was there, everybody was on Twitter, and I think that I don't know, it should have just been maybe regulated in a different way. I do understand the argument that he should have been banned though, because due to January 6th, he didn't call it off. He kind of pushed it. He kept pushing it. Let's watch the next clip and see what we see next.
I got a call one day from someone at Twitter basically saying, Elon wants to meet you. Can you get here tonight? It was at about 3:00 on a Tuesday or something, Tuesday or Thursday. And I called everybody I knew who had a private plane. I was like, somebody's got to get me over there. Nobody could get on. I jump on a plane. I get to Twitter at about 12:30 a.m. This is like a week or two after he bought Twitter. And he comes out, there's all these people there. It's just such a buzz, right? And he comes out, it's about 12:30 a.m. His eyes are bloodshot. And he's clearly tired, right? And you've met him many times now. He dresses like a normal guy. He's in like this ratty t-shirt. It's late at night. His sneakers are dirty. And he's clearly been there for God knows how long. Probably hasn't slept
5 years.
Yeah, probably hasn't slept in however, right? And he says to me, he goes, Dave, I heard about what's been going on with your account. He's like, do you want to do this tonight? Or if it's okay, could we do it tomorrow? It's like, this is insane. The world's richest man is basically like, can I work for you tonight at 1 a.m.? I was like, oh, it's actually okay. I'll come back tomorrow. And then I sat there the next day with a whole bunch of engineers who opened the hood of the thing. And the entire system, the entire Twitter system was built to shadow ban. That's it. Everything under the hood of Twitter was built to put filters and tags. And you said this, so now you can't see this, or you connected with that person, so now you can't connect with this person. The entire system was built that way. So Jack Dorsey, who was the CEO for much of it, he testified under oath that they do not shadow ban, but the whole freaking system was built that way. Now, he probably legally didn't get in trouble because shadow ban is not a technical term, and he may have, been, I think he was just playing with the words there. But the point is, there was an entire system basically built to silence a certain set of people and promote another set of people.
And now it didn't work.
And it didn't work. So how cool is that? How cool is that?
Dave Ruben was suspended from Twitter for bullying hate speech against Elliot Page, along with Jordan Peterson. It's kind of funny. They're both doing the video right now and talking about it. It sounds like Elon Musk brought in Dave Ruben there to talk about it for some reason when he could have just clicked a button and unbanned him. But anyways, Dave Ruben is talking about Twitter being completely built around shadow banning. And then he mentions at the end that shadow banning has no technical term. So I don't really know what you mean. These social media platforms are gigantic. They can't show you everything. So basically what happens is when you log into a social media website, it shows you a soccer ball and a basketball. If you click on the basketball, it's going to show you basketball content the next time you're on. If you click on the soccer ball, it shows you soccer ball stuff. That doesn't mean you can't see the other thing like Dave Ruben makes it sound like. If I don't click on Dave Ruben's videos, why would it show me Dave Ruben's videos? I don't get it.
But they went so in on all of the lies. The fact that Barack Obama, 2 days before the election, gave a speech, I think it was in Wisconsin, where he said that Donald Trump went to a white supremacist rally and said there were very fine people on both sides. The fact that he ran with that hoax again after it has been debunked
by people who wouldn't debunk it unless it was seriously not true.
I think the first time that got to mainstream media was me on Real Time because James Carville brought it up.
Ruben is being incredibly disingenuous. Obama's exact quote was, "Who sat down for pleasantries with Holocaust deniers? Who said that there were very fine people on both sides of a white supremacist rally?" Obama is talking about two separate occasions. The first occasion is when Trump went to Mar-a-Lago with Nick Fuentes and Ye, who are Holocaust deniers. We saw it on the Alex Jones show. The other occasion is when Trump was talking about the Charlottesville protesters, the Nazis, and said there was very fine people on both sides. He was talking about two separate occasions, and Dave Ruben is combining them into one.
I think Obama, what would your psychological analysis of Obama be right there? It's 2 days before the election. He either believes it, which there's no way he could be that dumb and ignorant, simply impossible. But maybe you want to give him 5% chance. You want to give him 5%? What do you want to give him on that? Let's give him 20%, right? Okay, great, 20%. So he's unbelievably dumb and ignorant, and he ran the speech by nobody who's willing to confront him with reality. Or what would the only alternative be? He knows he can lie. It doesn't matter how big the lie is. And he thinks the lie will accomplish the goal, that the ends justify the means. I think they got to the end of that road. I think that's what this election was. You cannot tell us that there are very fine people on both sides. You can't tell us that Brett Kavanaugh is a serial rapist, or that the Covington kids are racist, or that Kyle Rittenhouse is a white supremacist.
There is a third scenario, Dave Rubin, and that's where you take the words out of context and then make shit up on the Jordan Peterson interview like you're doing right now. I mean, it just didn't happen like that. He's taking, a lot of Republicans do this where they take one thing that somebody says, or like a small portion of Democrats or even people on the left say. For example, they say, that guy's a racist. And then they just blame it on mainstream Democrats or people who are in power, or a congressman or congresswomen on the left. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Just because somebody does something, you can't just blame the whole entire party, right? Like it just makes absolutely no sense. I'm not going to blame, for example, I'm not going to blame Marco Rubio for something that Trump said or something that Trump did. I mean, it's bad that he's supporting him, but it's just a small example. Like if I see a Republican outside on the street and he says or does something really dumb, I'm not going to go and blame all Republicans. I know there are a lot of good Republicans. So and I'm not going to take what Trump says and just blame every single Republican. That's ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense. And that's what Dave Rubin's doing. He's saying many things that people on the left have said and then blaming it on Obama like he's guilty of it all. Obama is in a closet somewhere. He's on a beach. He's not even involved in politics right now. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. He came out for a short time, try to help Democrats win, and now he's off to enjoying his life somewhere. Like, I have a lot of problems with Obama. He made way too many drone strikes, killed innocent civilians. He bailed out the banks. He gave us a Republican healthcare plan that when he had the majority, I mean, the House, the Senate, everything, he had everything. He could have given us a better healthcare plan. He didn't. But that's not what this video is about. It's about Dave Rubin going off saying some crazy shit that doesn't make sense. You cannot blame everybody on the left for some crazy stuff that somebody on the left says. It's that simple.
Musk is actually an X-Man because that's the name of his platform, and that idea has been obsessing him for years, and that Gabbard is on board, and that Robert F. Kennedy came along, and that Vance is along, and so is Vivek Ramaswamy. I mean, these are very unlikely Republicans, very unlikely, and so that's weird as hell. And it's like, seriously, surreally, this is Pulp Fiction weird. It's
so what
really
do you think the unifying principle is? To me, it's that they love America.
So the unifying principle is that they all suck Trump's ass. Like, I'm sorry to say that like that, but it's true. They get down on their hands and knees and they kiss his boots. Ted Cruz, Trump insulted the man's wife. I mean, and he's sitting there phone banking for him, calling him. He called Rubio little man or whatever, like calling him all sorts of names, and now he's working for him and doing whatever he wants him to do. Trump insults all of you, and then you turn around and go work for him. Like, that's what happens. Trump will pick the people who are most loyal to him and who will praise him left and right. That's it.
On the political side, to what happened with the media, the new media that we were describing, there wasn't anything really that we had in common. Let's say you and I, or Weinstein, or Rogan, Shapiro, like that was a very diverse group of people.
It was free speech in the most, I guess, in the essence.
Yeah. It was, well, I think the thing we had in common, essentially, was our approach to discourse.
Yeah.
That was really all.
Yeah.
I mean, each of us taken in pairs had things in common, but it was devotion to discourse, open discourse, conversational discourse, essentially.
Yeah.
I challenge anyone to look for somebody on the left who is not open to conversational discourse. We all want to talk about it. We all want to try to see what's going on, get our point of view out there, see your point of view, and work together. The thing that they all have in common is that they're all right-wing. They're all conservative. They're all rich. They're all wealthy. And guess what? They're all going to support conservative views where they take things away from people and give it to the top 1%. That's what they're all going to do. They're all going to work for tax cuts, and they're all going to work for taking subsidies away and things that help people, safety nets away from people, so that they can do the tax cuts. That's what they're going to do.
We also have this other strange occurrence, which is the death throes of the legacy media. most Douglas Murray, I talked to him the other day and he said, well, don't throw all of the legacy media under the bus. There is the New York Post, for example. The Fox News people are trying to do their best. And,
Sure.
you know, you have the Free Press with Barry, but that's new media too. So by and large, the liberal end of the legacy media have doomed themselves to perdition because they got partisan and deceitful.
Look,
and they were also willingly blind because they didn't pay attention to the new media at all.
Well, nobody could be that bad at their job. No janitor could be so horrible at his job and still have a job the next day. Joe Scarborough lies every day. He sits in a chair at MSNBC at a giant corporation to lie. So what people, I think, have to understand is they're paid to lie.
Well,
they are well paid to push a particular narrative.
Part of the difference with the old media, let's say, the corporate media, and the new media is that those organizations are corporations, and the people that you see are the front men for the organization.
Exactly.
They're not investigative. They're not independent investigative journalists. Now, I know you claim that, you know, that you're not a journalist, and technically that's true, but that's the roughest equivalent because I don't know, apart from podcaster, I don't know what the definition is. So
yeah, I would. It's something like I'm trying to translate the nonsense, but that's not a
talk show host.
Yeah, I'm a talk show. I'm a talk show host. Yeah, whatever Phil Donahue was. That's what I am.
Well, that's that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Dave Ruben is a heroic talk show host that doesn't do it for the money. You know, he doesn't spread lies. Oh wait, no, yeah, he did. He was making $400,000 a week to make videos for the Russian government. I mean, there's a reason why they approached you and paid you that much money. It's because he's spreading lies. They see what he's spreading and they love it and they wanted to pay him for it. And that's what they did. I believe it was $5 million a year and then $400,000 a week, $100,000 signing bonus. The dude's a grifter. He's a liar. He used to be a progressive on the left. He realized how much money he could make on the right. So that's what he's doing. He's a gay man. Many Republicans, like 80-something Republicans, just voted to take away gay marriage. Have fun supporting that one, buddy. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, like, comment, consider becoming a member, help my channel grow, all that good stuff. I love you guys. Have a great day.